Hello YouTube. What is up? Um Realistically, and I'm going to speak as thoughtfully as I can. Um I very much am heartbroken over Charlie Kirk's death. And it pains me to now have to wake up and know that one of the people that influenced so much in my life has passed away. I wasn't born and forced to be a conservative nor a Christian, but I found these values and I really dug into them because over time I learned that the government is not a good government that we have. And I learned that, the only true way to salvation is Jesus Christ. And I've seen overwhelming support of people pushing me to come on here and carry on with Charlie's, what Charlie would want. And to all that support, I downright say, thank you. I just got another comment from someone. I really am going to try to push for this, because even if I don't get that big out there, I still want to present something. And do everything I can to, remember him. So all day I just been watching videos. I'll even put, let's see, Jeremy Hambley on here. Well, I'm not going to put him on my screen, but I'm just going to use him as a reference. I've been just going back watching his videos all day. I've been watching live streamers. I've been watching just the true sadness that people are just kind of radiating. And the thing that kind of sparks my heart a little bit is that how much this is uniting people together. And I think thoughtfully, that's a wonderful thing, that people are coming together. And, I tell people that are similar to me, that are young like me, that are coming out and, talk about Bible, talk about Jesus, and talking about Charlie. And I tell them, keep going, brother. Keep going. Because the more that we just kind of sit here and I don't know anymore. I gonna be honest, I had a lot of faith in this country and I had a lot of respect. And I really did. I enjoy talking to Democrats because it's so interesting to understand the other side. I know where Charlie's coming from, because when you talk to these people, you're growing an understanding of what they're saying, and then you're slowly in front of them breaking down that idea and explaining what's wrong. And unfortunately, people don't want to have a face-to-face debate anymore. And I believe what Charlie said is real. But once we stop having face-to-face debates, it gets violent. And it did. And it costed him his life. Because somebody, a left-wing nut, just couldn't have a debate face-to-face. I really have no words for the Democrats, for the left. And excuse my language for this, people, but your bullshit tactics have no use on me anymore. Your little snarky comments, I don't care to me no more. I will simply tell you just to be quiet. You have done enough damage, and I am done trying to defend you. I am done trying to step up and say, these people, they're just sick. They don't know what they're doing. You've got to have love and respect and tolerance. I'm sick of it. The amount of people that have died because of you is ridiculous. And buddy, we can go far back in history for that. Because Charlie Kirk isn't the first. And though in my heart, I genuinely hope, and out of all the political assassinations, that he, this is the end of it. This will be the stopping point. But if we don't do anything, Charlie Kirk will not be the last. And it'll be someone else. And I've said this before. It will take someone who is smart, who is intelligent, and who's a family man. It will take someone like that to die in order for the country to wake up. And here we are, Charlie Kirk, dead. And I may have not never met the man, and I may have never talked to him, but hearing him talk to you was like having him there, because it always felt like he talked directly to you. Now he's unfortunately gone, and there's really nobody that could take his place. Or I'm not saying that there's people that can't carry on his legacy, but there's just not another him that will fill the part inside of me that I have felt gone. And I really don't believe the end of the days nonsense that a lot of people are spewing, but it is interesting that I have a compelling to go to church, and I'm going to try to go to church this Sunday. I know that's something that Jeremy Hambley, or otherwise known as the Quartering, was talking about in one of his videos, and I feel that shift with him. I really do. And just going to church and just sitting down and just listening, because this is just heartbreaking. And I believe inside of me that we need to continue on with not just the word of Christ, but what Charlie Kirk has made. And let's not let the girl, the Ukrainian immigrant that was stabbed on the train in Charlotte, let's not let her be forgotten. Let's not let Charlie be forgotten. These people just were doing what they loved, or doing everyday things to them, and they die because some asshole just didn't like them, or did it out of malicious intent. I'm sorry, I'm a little sick right now, so any videos I make after this might take a minute. To the new subscribers that I'm gaining, and to anyone that has came over here from Facebook to watch me, but out of all the support, my heart is warmed that there is people willing to support me. I have like 10 point something K love and likes on Facebook for people, trying to tell me, yeah, go do this, go get on the internet, go speak your mind, go speak, and I think that's going to be the turning point for me in my life. And I'm going to start speaking my mind a lot more. School-wise, I'm not going to care what people think. If I wear my Trump hat, I don't care. If I wear the new hat I'm getting that's honoring Charlie and people get mad, I don't care. You could shove it up your ass for all I care. I'm done as an American, as part Native American, as a 16-year-old youth, And as someone who's coming up on their 17th birthday, starting next month, um, I'm going, as I go into my adulthood, I have plans of where I'm going to go after high school and when I'm going to go work. But I have canceled my plans to go into storm chasing. I've canceled those plans. My new focus now is if I can do content creating on the side and give people the comfort to know that there's still young people in this country that are willing to stand up, pick up the torch, and go on, I will sleep every day like a baby. If I know I could reach one person with the gospel of Christ, I will die with a smile on my face, knowing I had told someone, got someone in this world, a chance to salvation. And I've seen a lot of support from people from Australia. I love y'all. Honestly, I've always loved the country of Australia. I thought it was just really interesting. And I understand that y'all are pretty much damn near in the same boat. Y'all have like no free speech over there. If I can get people in the comments that want to openly talk about that, that's okay. Bring up topics to me. Give me something to go off of, and I will talk about it. And you could put in the comments, what you want me to talk about. Speak your mind, people, and I promise I will do it to my best extent to talk about it. To any other young influencers out there that are not too big but are like around my size, please grow your content, grow your community, gather some friends from school. Dude, you could be in middle school or high school. Gather some friends from school, get together, talk about this. Talk about Christ, talk about politics. We need to stop what is trying to destroy all of us. And I'm going to be honest with you, to the parents out there, to the kids out there. The left wants to kill you. They want you dead. It don't matter if you're white or black, they want you dead. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of people, especially like Charlie Kirk, who just don't do anything wrong. But they speak the truth and they die. They get killed. For what? Martin Luther King spoke the truth. He got killed. John F. Kennedy, a strong president, who was the only strong president for the Democrats, was killed. Abraham Lincoln spoke the truth. Killed. Teddy Roosevelt, shot. Though there's some people that question what he did, with his hunting thing. People like Ronald Reagan, who was probably one of the most best American presidents, shot, but survived. Trump, one of the most legendary people of my time to ever live, shot. And Charlie Kirk, the most wonderful, loving human being that has ever walked this earth in my timeline, was killed because he had a loving heart. And I do send prayers to his wife and his 2 kids, beautiful kids, very beautiful kids, very beautiful wife. And it pains me that these kids are going to grow up without a father in their life. The fact in my mind, knowing that they cannot come, they won't be able to see their father come in. I'm sorry, I'm getting kind of choked up, but the fact they cannot hug their dad. And say if they're in like preschool, they can't hug their daddy no more. That's what really hurts me. That's what really drives a nail into my heart, is that these kids cannot come home and hug their father anymore. They can't come home and see their daddy. And the fact that people celebrate that just disappoints me further. And I'm not trying to incite violence, not that I ever would, but quite frankly, whatever happens to the left, with the whole doxing thing, with the people that are cheering Charlie Kirk's death, I don't care. I don't care. You did this to yourself. You row what you seep, or how do you call it? Live in it. Deal with it. I am sick of having to live in a war in a country that talks about freedoms, that talks about all of this, and I can't express my freedom of speech. And I know I will grow up for years with the memory of Charlie Kirk's slumped body in my memory. It will never go away. And if I ever become a politician in my lifetime, I ask in you, the people, I ask in Lord Jesus, and I ask in the American people, don't you ever let me fall to the bullcrap and to the lies of the left. Don't let me fall to evil. Let me grow into someone who will really want to support this country. I have very loving views of this country. Charlie Kirk has influenced me a lot, and his death has opened something inside of me that really makes me want to get into politics. I'm not good, believe me, I'm not good at math. I'm not good at, I'm good at talking to people, right? And if I could just be someone on the Republican side that can go out and talk to these people, not just to debate, and I don't really want to debate, but just to listen to people's issues and then relay that back to the president, whoever will be the president, I would love that job. I would love going out, shaking people's hands, and listening to what they have to say. If I could do that and accomplish a lot in my life, I will be happy at whatever age God has me set at. If I live to the age of 50, if I live to the age of 40, I will die happy knowing I have at least helped these people's lives in some way. Because if I take on this position, I'm not just going to go to conservative, dominant neighborhoods. I want to go to every neighborhood and listen to people and hear what they have to say. I would really love, to go to Australia and let people have a opportunity to speak out about how they really feel about their own country and how they can't have freedom of speech over there. I know Isaac Butterfield. I don't know him personally. Never talked to him on YouTube, but I know he's talked about how his country is censoring a lot of people, and it's been behind a lot of the censorship on the internet, especially with Starmer from the UK, which is another country. There's so many options I could go out for, and I would love to have people reach out to me and say, hey, I have this problem, or hey, I want to talk to you, and I want to get the message out that my country's doing this, and that's where I'm starting to see myself go. And for my junior year of high school, I'm going to pull through. I'm going to graduate. I'm going to go into my senior year. I don't care how much I suffer in computer class. And I will prevail. Not, I will prevail in my future. And I'm not just doing it for Charlie Kirk. I'm doing it for my family, and I'm doing it for this country. If I could become someone who goes out and does, like I said previously, again, I will be happy. And that's where I'm really starting to view myself and where I want to go. Because politics and religion has been the only two, um, you know, groups that I've been good in, besides weather. And these are the only two things that I have gotten good with and an understanding of. Because I've created, I mean, you know, I tell people the whole purpose of life is that the purpose of life is for you to understand as you live the life. But not wanting to break away from the central topic. The thing I want to say about Charlie before I end this video is, Charlie, you have, how do I put this? I want to say it's kind of, Charlie, you have absolutely, no idea how many people love you. I mean, you probably did know. But you have no idea how many people support you. So I end this video by saying, God bless America, and we need a revival of Christ and free speech, both.